Hello everyone and welcome to Callsign Charlie Models and part 3 of the HpH Models 1/32 PBY Catalina. Now this part 3 is going to be very short because there's not much of a difference from part 2. Now I've made a lot of progress, but there's not a lot of difference in what has been done. So I've just been working on the framing and trying to get out as much of this as I can. And for this, I have finished one side of the fuselage is all done, right? So that's one side done, and I'm about not quite halfway done with the other side of the fuselage. So I'm getting there, as I have 2 more frames right here, and then we start on the tail. So this it's taken me a lot longer than what I expected. I did not expect it to take me almost 2.5 weeks to get the framing done, but it is getting done, and I'm keep on trucking along on it. One thing about this is I am glad that I do have a side project on this that is kind of taking up some of my time, but on a positive side, it is giving me a break from this, because if I was just doing this, I'd be going absolutely nuts. And I am honestly glad that the Tornado was voted as the side project instead of the Jayhawk, because if I was doing this framing and re-riveting the Jayhawk, I think I would be going to a loony bin after both these builds were done, because that would drive me absolute stir crazy with that. And you'll see how I do my riveting and understand why that would drive me to a loony bin when I start doing that Jayhawk, probably after the Tornado is done. But that's where this build stands right now. I know typically I've been doing releases on Sundays on the updates, but with football season going on right now, I think I might move the updates to Wednesday. So the next update will be in a week and a half on this, so I definitely will have a good amount done by that point. So that's where we're staying with that, because Saturday's taken up with college football, Sunday's taken up with NFL football, and it's not like I'm not one of those guys that sits there and watches football all day long. I just have my 2 teams and I watch those 2 teams, and that's it. But with that being said, that kind of does mess up my routine a little bit with getting these videos out, because these videos, when they're all done, they do take a long time to edit. So that's where we're standing with that. I'm still going to be trucking along on this guy, and in a week and a half we'll have a good update to go. So I'm sorry that that's the extent of this video, but like I said, it's all repetitive and the same thing. I think last week for part 2, I think I was maybe to right here on the framing. So I got all that done and got this much done, and that's me working on this for about 2.5 to 3 hours a day, doing all this framing. So like I said, it's very slow and tedious, because you have to measure out each frame individually, cut it and glue it individually, so it does take a while. So that's where we're standing with that. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and hit the bell button for notifications of future videos, like part 4 for the Catalina. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay frosty and happy modeling.